They just live it. You have to live it. I don't know what else to say. It's not like a chain restaurant. You have to live it. Once you get into it, it's hard to get out of it because once you know how to do it and you live that life, it's simple for I'm just going to call us freaks. We're freaks. We don't sleep. We don't care to sleep. We love serving people. We love the business. We love the fast pace. We love the weird hours. And so I would imagine that on some level that was normal to them, whereas to the 9 to 5 person, it's like, are you crazy? That's your life. But to us and people like that, I would think that it's just normal. We restaurant people who are kind of like carnival freaks, time moves differently for us. We wake up at 9:30 in the morning and go to bed at 5 a.m. and get up at 9:30 in the morning again. So when, time really moves different for us. When somebody walks in the door, it's like you move them to the table and they may get their drink and they may get their order, and from that moment on, their job is to wait.
But not at Antonio's. As soon as you walk into this unique local restaurant, your senses are overwhelmed by both sights and smells. Nearly 50 years ago, in 1964, Antonio's restaurant started as a one-room business run by Tom and Estelle Antonio. As the restaurant became increasingly popular, they made the decision to move Antonio's to its current location. When Tom and Estelle retired in 1993, their son, Steve, took over. The restaurant continues to thrive today, serving nearly 1,000 people a night. So of course, our first question was, where did Steve, the owner of Antonio's, get all of this stuff?
When his grandmother passed away, she had a garage full of stuff. And that was the stuff that I don't think anybody else in the family had the energy or time to deal with. And Steven had plenty of energy when he was younger. And not that he doesn't now, which he doesn't, because he has 3 kids. And he had plenty of energy, and he took all of it, and that's what most of the stuff, that's where it came from. As years go by, not only does he go out on scouting missions, I've been on many with him, and they're hilarious and ridiculous, because you just can't imagine look behind you. I mean, I know the sun's gonna ruin the shot, but there's a Statue of Liberty that he had mailed here from Texas or shipped here from Texas, and we had to fill it with concrete and build that base. I didn't even work here when we did that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I wasn't even working here. I was just a friend of his at the time. And you go on these trips, and he'll go to Salvation Army shops and find anything, strange pictures of, there's another Statue of Liberty. A lot of the things you'll notice are very American. So that's a theme that he likes to throw through there. You'll see a lot of Statue of Liberties, you'll see a lot of American flags, you'll see a lot of American stuff.
Like this large wooden man who was found at Jerry's Artorama in West Hartford on a scouting trip.
He looked at it and went, I must have that. And we went, you must? And he went, I must. And it's been here ever since.
This fortune teller is a piece of Americana. And finally, the most unique piece, E.T. on a bicycle.
And one of the funnier things about the E.T. bicycle is that when some of these kids come in, the mother will go, could you put the bag over E.T.? And you have to, if the kid is anywhere near the E.T., you have to take a paper bag and put it over the E.T., and then the child will sit down.
Of course, we can't forget about the great food.
We try absolutely so hard, and you have to, as a restaurant, try to keep things so consistent year after year after year, so that somebody who came here when they were 5 can come back after they go away to college and say, man, this is just like I remembered it. Luckily, it's naturally in me to organize chaos, as you have seen it many times in there when it's insanely crazy. There's people everywhere, and you're walking around with food, and there's babies running around, and the phone's going crazy. It's like music to me. And I barely take vacations. I've taken 3 vacations in 14 years. Yeah, and they look at me like I'm nuts, but I'm like, you've seen me around here. This job is a vacation. This is ridiculous. I might as well be Kramer from Seinfeld, the way my life is around here. You know what I mean? It's easy for me. Anyway.
We had the honor of meeting Bruce and Leonard Rogers, a father and son who had been coming here for the past 20 years.
Together for social events, we get the family together, and we just like the camaraderie.
So watching the kids grow up is very bittersweet, but helping them grow up is great. And I love kids. I don't have any of my own, so I have a million kids. You know, like if I go around town, I can see all of you and know all of you and wave at all of you and have a great time and joke with all of you and stuff like that. And there's new kids every day. So serving the people of Granby and Simsbury and whoever else comes here, that's why I do it. That's how I do it every single day. It's easy to wake up when your job is fun.